So hello and welcome to our AI System Impact Assessment Workshop. For those who don't know me, I'm the Commercial Director at Blackmores. I do recognise, as I say, a few faces. Thank you to everybody who's taken the time out of their day to join today. We really hope you'll find this session useful. It's our second event this year and we'll be continuing to do more events into 2025 with other ISO related topics. To give you an idea of how this session will work, we'll be covering a lot of the AI and ISO 42001 management context elements for the first 30 minutes or so. They will then take a short break before we move into the system impact assessment segment itself. And to end the workshop, we'll have about 20 minutes or so for Q&A. If you want to, could kindly put any questions into the chat and we'll work through those with you, and we'll obviously talk to people at the end also. We'll remind you again later, we do have some freebies for you all for attending today, and we'll let you know how to claim those a bit later. Okay. So in our event today, we'll cover what is AI and what we're all using, how we're using it, why a standard for AI has been created as a responsible and accountable framework for your business to manage risk. What is 42001 and what the benefits of that are? Why would you want to certify to a standard? And then we have the AI System Impact Assessment session. Blackmores have a 100% success rate. That's a bit about us in implementing standards. If you don't know us, we're leaders in our field, working in standards relating to risk, sustainability and quality in the last 18 years. At Blackmores, we've worked with over 600 companies in 27 countries, and as you can imagine, there are many standards in risk, sustainability and quality, and Blackmores implement 20 different standards, and most recently including 42001. In terms of our credentials, we are the founders of Isology, the 7 steps to implement any ISO standard. We're the founders of the isologyhub, our online membership learning management system with over 200 resources relating to ISO standards. We're the founders of the ISO Show, a podcast which features Mel Blackmore and Ian Battersby, our senior consultant. And we are ISO thought leaders. We're always developing ways to support the management systems for our clients. And in 2023, we achieved an NPS rating of 97%. The isologyhub is the leading place for businesses to learn how to achieve ISO standards and use game plans to raise their game. It's packed with in-depth practical training and resources on all aspects of planning, creating and managing a successful ISO system. And these include training, like internal auditor training, templates, processes, checklists, game plans, coffee break training on the individual elements of ISO standards to deepen understanding, and live Q&A sessions that we hold monthly. These are all recorded and saved in the platform for you. Everything in the isologyhub is there to support your understanding of ISO standards and how you can use what you've learnt to improve your own businesses. It's a quick overview of some of the clients that we work with and support. That's to implement standards or to maintain those standards. And while we're doing that, I'll hand you over to Rachel Churchman, who's our technical director, and she'll go through the first session. So over to you, Rachel.
Thank you, Carly, and thanks everyone for joining today. So let's dive into the presentation. So let's start with, what is AI? So I think we're all becoming familiar with the term AI, but what do we actually mean by it? So artificial intelligence is a broad field of computer science focused on creating intelligence agents. These are systems that can reason, learn, and act autonomously. So in essence, AI aims to simulate human intelligence, but in machines. So AI systems can perform tasks that would normally require human intelligence. AI systems can think logically and make decisions based on information that they have. They can get better at their tasks over time because they learn from experience. And AI systems can work independently without needing constant human input. So whilst the thought of AI becoming more and more powerful in our world can be a little bit disconcerting, The reality is that responsible use of AI is far more commonplace in our day-to-day lives already. So we're all much closer to AI than we possibly think. Personal use of AI is commonplace and has been for quite a number of years now. And whether we realise it or not, AI has become part of our day-to-day personal working life. So examples can include virtual assistants. We have Siri, Alexa, Google Assistants, and they can perform tasks like setting alarms or playing music or answering our questions. We've got recommendation systems. Platforms like Netflix, Spotify, Amazon, they use AI algorithms to suggest products, movies, or songs based on our previous preferences. We have smart home devices, AI-powered devices that can control lights, thermostats, or even security systems. And even self-driving cars now. AI powers the technology that enables cars to perceive their surroundings, even make decisions and navigate safely. In terms of use of AI in the workplace, AI is also transforming various industries and business operations. So this includes things like customer services, where we've got chatbots and virtual assistants that are already able to provide 24/7 support and personalised recommendations. From a marketing and sales perspective, we have AI-powered tools to help us with targeted advertising, customer segmentation, and predictive analytics to help us plan our marketing activities. In finance, AI is used for algorithmic trading, risk assessment, and can even identify fraudulent activities in real time. From a product development perspective, AI can aid and support product design, testing, and innovation. In manufacturing, we have AI-powered robots that can automate tasks and improve efficiency. And even in healthcare, AI is used for medical imaging analysis, drug discovery, and even personalised treatment plans. So with AI already embedded in our work and home life, it's important to understand that there are some fundamental principles that sit behind responsible use of AI. So these are fairness and non-discrimination, ensuring AI systems treat all individuals and groups fairly and without bias, transparency and explainability, making AI systems understandable and accountable by providing clear explanations of their decision-making processes. From a privacy and security perspective, protecting user data, data subject information, and privacy, while also ensuring security of the AI system itself and its operations. Then we have safety and security, so prioritising the safety and well-being of individuals and the environment by mitigating any potential risks associated with use of AI systems. And then we have environmental and social, so considering the impact of AI on the environment and society, promoting sustainable and responsible practices. And lastly, and probably the most important, we have accountability and human oversight. You'll often hear the term human in the loop. It's about maintaining human control and responsibility for AI systems, ensuring they operate within ethical and legal boundaries. So let's have a look at why ISO 42001, the ISO standard for artificial intelligence, was created. Currently, AI developments outpace policy. Rapid developments in AI make it hard for policymakers, regulators, and other governance bodies to keep pace and ensure that the right policies and governance frameworks are in place. So the OECD, the Organisation for Economic Cooperation and Development, is just one example of a global policy forum that works with over 100 countries to promote common AI principles. This was initially adopted in 2019 and updated again in May this year, May 2024. The principles, strategies and policies of the OECD guide AI actors in their efforts to develop trustworthy AI and provide those government policymakers with recommendations for effective AI policies. Here's an example of the governments that have already committed to the OECD AI principles. So ISO 42001 is a new international standard that's been developed to address the growing concerns and opportunities surrounding artificial intelligence. As with all ISO standards, it aims to provide a framework for organisations to develop, implement, maintain, and continuously improve an AI management system. And this ensures that AI is developed and used in a trustworthy, ethical, and responsible manner. It looks to address the rapid growth of AI and its associated risks and challenges through addressing data privacy and security, bias and fairness, and requiring transparency and accountability. It promotes trustworthy, ethical, and responsible development and use of AI by addressing human oversight, ethical considerations, and ensuring proactive risk management. It's looking to build public trust and confidence in AI technologies through requiring that transparency and accountability, and also communication. But it also, as with all ISO standards, promotes that culture of continuous improvement. And ISO 42001 provides guidance to organisations on how they can integrate AI management controls into their business. ISO 42001, like any other ISO standard, can be integrated into existing ISO management systems, such as ISO 27001 for information security and ISO 27701 for data privacy. And it's clear that ISO 42001 aligns with those OECD AI principles that are in place to support and drive government policies globally. So these alignments include beneficial use. Both frameworks emphasise that AI should be developed and used for the benefit of people and society. Human agency and oversight. Both principles stress the importance of human oversight and control over AI systems, ensuring that they're used in a responsible and ethical manner. Transparency and explainability. Again, both frameworks promote transparency and explainability for AI, ensuring that any decisions made by AI systems are understandable and accountable. In terms of robustness and safety, both principles emphasise the need for AI systems to be robust, safe and secure, minimising risks and potential harm. From a fairness and non-discrimination perspective, both frameworks address the importance of fairness and non-discrimination in AI, ensuring that systems do not perpetuate biases or any discrimination. And lastly, accountability. Both principles highlight the importance of accountability in AI, holding both developers, users, and other stakeholders responsible for ethical and responsible use of AI. So let's dive a little deeper into the ISO 42001 standard itself. So as the first international standard for artificial intelligence, ISO 42001 has been designed to help organisations implement, maintain and improve an AI management system and therefore AI management practices. It was published in December 2023 by the International Organisation for Standardisation, or ISO as we know them, and also the International Electrotechnical Commission, or the IEC. And the emphasis of ISO 42001 is on integrating an AI management system with an organisation's existing structures and ways of working. This includes any existing ISO certified management systems a company might already have. Now, interestingly, a lot of the specific mentions of artificial intelligence and machine learning are actually contained within the annexes of the standard rather than the body of the standard itself. So ISO 42001 is structured using the familiar high-level structure format that all other ISOs use. And these clauses are very similar to a lot of the ISOs that we're all familiar with. So clauses 1, 2 and 3 are explanatory clauses. These aren't typically subject to scrutiny by certification bodies. That starts at clause 4, which is context of the organisation. And then it moves through the clauses as with any other management system. So clause 5 for leadership, clause 6 for planning, clause 7 for support, 8 for operation, Clause 9 for performance evaluation, and Clause 10 for improvement. So we'll just have a look at those in a little bit more detail. So as I mentioned, the certifiable clauses of the standard begin at Clause 4 for context. Similar to other ISO standards, context of the organisation looks at internal and external issues, but in relation to AI. So, for example, external issues may include evolving legal frameworks. It might include technological advancements or changes in what your customers are expecting. Internally, you might consider things such as organisational culture, infrastructure, and even internal expertise in AI technologies. When you're considering your interested parties, you need to think about customers, employees, suppliers, regulatory bodies, and also society at large. You also need to review the scope of your management system or aims and develop this to include the core documentation that encompasses all of your management system scope, policies relating to AI ethics and compliance, all of your risk management processes, and you need to be able to keep records of your performance evaluation and improvement activities. From a leadership perspective, this ensures that top management demonstrate leadership by ensuring the AI policy and objectives align with your organisation's strategic direction. This involves integrating the AI management system requirements into the organisation's business processes, but also making necessary resources available and making sure that top management are there leading from the top and promoting a culture of continual improvement. Clause 6 details the planning requirements for identifying risks and opportunities related to the management system, and this includes planned actions to address them. It also covers setting objectives for the management system. The Clause 6 emphasis on risk assessment, risk treatment and documentation mirrors the requirements of the EU AI Act and other global AI regulations. The AI system impact assessment plays a crucial role in the planning stage of AI management for any business. It helps organisations evaluate the potential positive and negative consequences of deploying, using or misusing AI systems. And this is on individuals, groups, and society. By conducting this assessment, organisations such as yours can ensure that AI technologies are developed and used responsibly and with a clear understanding of their potential societal implications. Clause 6.3 is around planning of change. Now, unplanned changes can disrupt AI risk management and compliance and governance efforts. And these changes may create weaknesses in any of the risk controls you've put in place. So to minimise these risks, it's essential to have systems and processes in place that can quickly identify and address any planned or unplanned changes. Next, we look at support. Much like other ISO standards, there are the core requirements to ensure competence, required resources, and awareness of the management system and AI itself. This clause also ensures and enables effective communication around the management system and its intended outcomes, and it also ensures that any management system documentation is maintained and controlled. Operation is a critical aspect of ensuring AI systems are designed or used ethically and responsibly. And Clause 8 focuses on the operational components, which include planning, control, risk assessment, risk treatment, and impact assessment, and how they're actually implemented in your organisation. These components are essential for maintaining the integrity and the effectiveness of the AI system you're putting in place in your business. As with other ISO standards, Clause 9 mandates a performance evaluation of the AI management system. So this involves regularly monitoring, measuring, analysing and evaluating the management system's performance. And there's also the requirement to conduct those regular reviews and audits so you can ensure that the system is effective and is helping you to identify areas for improvement. And this also helps the AI management system with the organisation's overall strategic goals. Clause 10 for improvement focuses on continual improvement of the AI management system. So organisations must identify any areas of non-conformity or opportunities for improvement and take action to meet current and future performance expectations. And this is an ongoing process that drives systematic advancements in AI management and how you as a business apply it to your operations. Now, ISO 42001 includes 4 annexes. So Annex A of ISO 42001 contains reference control objectives and controls. Now, anyone who has ISO 27001 is going to be very familiar with an Annex A approach. So similar to 27001, it provides a comprehensive list of potential control objectives and corresponding controls that must be considered and applied to the management system. And these are captured within what's called a statement of applicability for the aims. Annex B provides fantastic implementation guidance for those AI controls. It offers practical advice and examples to help organisations effectively implement the control objectives and controls that are outlined in Annex A. Annex C provides a list of potential AI-related organisational objectives and risk sources. So this serves as a really valuable resource for organisations to identify and assess the specific objectives and risks relevant to their AI initiatives. And lastly, Annex D provides guidance on the use of the AI management system across different domains or sectors. So it's highlighting the versatility of the standard and its applicability to a wide range of industries and different applications. Here you can see the additional Annex A controls that need to be considered. For each of these areas, there are a number of sub-controls that focus on specific areas that need to be considered and applied if applicable. And much like ISO 27001, this set of controls are not exhaustive, and a business can actually add additional design controls, and they can implement their own AI controls. So looking at the topic areas, it's covering things like policies that you might want or need or have related to AI, how AI is used in your internal organisation and the resources that you may need to support and manage those AI systems. It's looking at how we assess the impact of AI systems in our business. The AI system lifecycle is looking more from an AI development point of view. For all AI systems, we need to have a good understanding of the data that we are using for the systems. We need to ensure we've got that transparency in place. So we need the information for interested parties to be available for the AI systems we use or develop. We need to understand our actual use of AI. And we also need to be taking into consideration third-party and customer relationship requirements. So it's quite comprehensive. So what are the benefits of implementing ISO 42001? Because obviously it's a little bit of work to implement the system. So there are a number of tangible benefits for going through and implementing ISO 42001 in your business. Remember, it's the recognised standard for best practice. So if you apply 42001, even if it's just to align to the standard, it's going to help you to achieve some of these benefits. It's going to enhance trust and reputation. You'll have the ability to demonstrate to staff and customers that your AI-powered services are developed and managed with the highest ethical and security standards, hopefully building that trust and loyalty. From a risk mitigation perspective, you'll have the ability to identify potential risks associated with AI, such as bias in algorithms or data privacy risks. And you're going to be able to address these through risk treatment and risk mitigation that's going to lead to improved outcomes. You'll be able to achieve competitive advantage, especially if you're a company certified to ISO 42001. You can differentiate yourself from your competitors by showcasing your commitment to responsible AI development and usage. And hopefully that's going to help attract customers or even potentially investors. From an operational efficiency perspective, as a company effectively using AI, you can potentially streamline your operations, reduce costs, improve customer satisfaction. From a compliance perspective, as a company using or developing AI-powered products, for the European market in particular, you can demonstrate compliance with that emerging AI legislation and other data protection regulations. You may open up access to new markets. As a company using or developing AI-powered solutions, you can expand your market reach by demonstrating compliance with industry-specific regulations and standards through your ISO 42001 certification. And from a talent attraction and retention perspective, as a company committed to ethical AI, you can attract and retain top talent by demonstrating your dedication to responsible AI practices. So ISO 42001 demonstrates credibility for organizations utilizing AI. For those interested in implementing ISO 42001, the compliance process for the standard involves conducting, first of all, a gap analysis to see what you're already doing and where the gaps are. Then you need to be looking at conducting those impact analysis on your business. So assessing the impact of AI systems on individuals, groups and society, considering those areas like fairness, transparency and safety. And this is the AI system impact assessments. You need to be developing and applying AI-related policies and governance, focusing on both your internal organisation and the full AI system lifecycle. From a data management point of view, you need to be ensuring transparent and responsible handling of any data used within an AI system. In terms of monitoring and continuous improvement, you need to be continually assessing and improving the AI systems in place, ensuring that they align with your organisational goals and comply with ethical standards. Additionally, anyone who wants to be certified to the standard will need to be assessed by a third party, a certification body, in order to externally verify that conformity. So hopefully that's given you an overview of AI, and hopefully it's given you an understanding of both the standard and the benefits that can be achieved with ISO 42001.